When I played the demo version of Invincible, I overlooked a few mistakes, hoping they would be fixed, especially since I'm a huge fan of the anime series and was waiting for the game to give me the same feeling. But what happened in the final version really disappointed me. But before we start the review, please like and subscribe. The first thing that disappointed me is that, despite the beauty of the gameplay, it kills the fun after a short period of playing, which only takes a few hours to learn almost all the moves. And it gets to the point where just repeatedly pressing a single button can easily win you a match. What makes it even easier is the assist breaker combo system, which saves you from many consecutive hits in exchange for a small portion of your health bar, which gradually regenerates if you go a certain period without taking any hits. From my point of view, I see this as a weakness in the gameplay, and it significantly affected the experience. And of course, the company did this to please casual players. I can't deny that switching between characters adds a nice excitement and thrill. Another problem we faced is that some characters in the game are stronger than others, and this made players focus more on playing with them because they provide greater enjoyment in the game.
And what makes things worse is a very limited number of characters in the game, which is only 18 characters. They were supposed to be completely unique, so with a smaller number, the differences between them should have been much bigger. But the truth is that most characters share very similar abilities. This gives a stronger feeling that the game has much less content than it should have had. Also, they announced that the 4 additional characters will be released as a DLC, which is standard practice these days, but as a launch day count, it's just not enough. But on the bright side, the stage variety is a plus. We get 14 locations, some of which are iconic to the series and look visually stunning. Even with the night version of the same maps, the stage feels solid and gives a different vibe to each fight. However, the core issue is that once you grab the combat mechanics, there isn't much of a learning curve, which severely kills the gaming longevity. The pacing is fast, sometimes erratic, which feels fun initially but often turns matches into button-mashing mess rather than a calculated fight. Despite that, you can't deny the hype moments, especially when you master the tagging system and take a full control of the flow of battle. The next thing is the story. When you enter the world of Invincible, the first question that comes to mind is whether the game will use the strange of this universe or not. But honestly, the answer is no. The game failed in that aspect. The world of Invincible is based on shock, unexpected twists, and characters with deep psychological struggle. The game should have followed the same approach in its story. But instead, the story is just a series of continuous fights connected with a short cutscenes, with a very weak narrative development. The events move too fast, as if the game is trying to keep you constantly in action, so you don't feel bored. Unfortunately, this fast pacing killed any emotional impact. Conflicts between characters are shown as sudden events without proper build-up. Moments that were supposed to be shocking pass like normal scenes with no real impact. Even the relationships between characters, which are a core part of this universe, are not used properly. There is no time to feel tension, contradiction, or even emotional connection. The final result is a story with no weight or importance. Simply put, it feels like just a way to showcase characters. Also, the story lasts about 1 hour, which is barely noticeable, and you won't even feel like there is a real story. Even the voice acting wasn't that strong. The only decent performance was Omni-Man, while the rest of the character didn't deliver anything special. From a visual standpoint, the game tries to stay faithful to the Invincible world and mostly succeeds in that. This is most noticeable in the character designs, which are probably the best part of the game. The team clearly focused on making each character visually unique in design and colors. Although violence is present in the game in a way that matches the original style, it doesn't reach the expected level of impact. The big attacks, blood, and explosions are fine, but they don't deliver the required sense of power. When we look at the animation, we notice a lack of consistency. Fast movements look good and give a strong feeling, but when the animation slows down, the quality drops significantly, especially in the intro before fights, where the graphics look noticeably poor, creating a visual inconsistency at times. As for the environments, they are visually nice, but there is no real interaction with them and they don't leave any memorable impression. The only noticeable difference is the lighting between day and night. It feels like the team focused heavily on the characters and didn't give the rest of the elements enough attention. In the end, I really wanted to say that the game is good, especially since I like fighting games of this type. It is suitable as a bloody, crazy, arcade-style fighting game, and it does have some fun moments, especially if you just want a light game to pass time with. But the problem is that it didn't stick with me. The combat is not bad, but over time it feels like it relies too much on spamming and repetition, which kills the excitement quickly. The story is short, easy to finish in less than an hour. not very emotional, and doesn't give you a reason to replay it. Character design is good, but some scenes look weak and feel like they are from an older generation. Even though it runs on Unreal Engine 5, there are many good elements, but they don't come together in a way that makes it a strong game like I expected. If you play casually, you might enjoy it. It is easy, fast, and fun for short sessions. But if you are looking for depth or a strong 3v3 combat system where every combo matters, you will probably feel something is missing. And if you plan to play ranked, try to avoid it, because one hit can turn into a long combo that makes you feel like you can't even play properly. In the end, Invincible has a good idea, but it still needs a lot of work to become a truly great game. The final score of the game is 6 out of 10, and that was our review for today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and comment your opinion.